Thanks, Gimba. Well, Lagos State finished as winners in the men's category of this year's Victor Che Wheelchair Basketball Tournament, which took place at the Indoor Sports Hall of the National Stadium in Lagos. And Lagos defeated defending champions Oyo 39 points to 34 in the keenly contested encounter to lift the trophy. Segun Bailey was named Most Valuable Player for the men, while Remi Babasanya won the MVP award in the female category. Earlier in the day, Delta State, parading last year's Most Valuable Player, Foluke Shitu, defeated Imo 14 points to 5 in the women's category. Now, players selected by coaches from this tournament will go straight into camp as Nigeria prepares for the African Wheelchair Championships, where a ticket to the 2016 Paralympics in the male and female events is up for grabs. Well, Nigeria emerged victorious over Burkina Faso in the first leg of the 2016 CHAN qualifier played in Port Harcourt, River State. A 2-0 the game ended in favour of the Super Eagles. But Toure Yaro put the home side in front with a clean strike from an acute angle after 24 minutes. Well, the Super Eagles then doubled their lead in the 76th minute, courtesy of a penalty taken by Gwanlao Salami after Ezekiel Bassi was fouled inside the penalty box. The return leg will be played in Ouagadougou on October the 25th, with the overall winners advancing to the final tournament in Rwanda next year. In the English Premier League, Jurgen Klopp's tenure as Liverpool manager begins with a hard-fought 0-0 draw at Tottenham Hotspur. Diego Costa, the Spanish international, scored on his return as champions Chelsea earned a 2-0 win over struggling Aston Villa. Well, Manchester United returned to winning ways with a comfortable 3-0 win over Everton at Goodison Park. Raheem Sterling scored a hat-trick as Man City thrashed Bournemouth 5-1 at the Etihad to remain top of the table. Jamie Vardy scored twice as Leicester came from 2 goals down to draw 2-2 at Southampton, while Arsenal moved into second place after an emphatic 3-0 victory over Odion Ighalo's Watford. Now, the German Football Association has categorically rejected allegations of a secret fund to secure votes to host the 2006 World Cup. A German news weekly, Der Spiegel, in its publication says a $7.49 million slush fund was set up using private money from the late former Adidas boss Robert Louis Dreyfus. Well, the publication also claims that German football legend Franz Beckenbauer and a German FA president Wolfgang Nischbach were also aware of the fund. Well, that's it in sports news. Gimba Umar will be back with the rest of the news at 10.
Slovenia's army has been called in to help the country's police deal with thousands of migrants expected to arrive from Croatia in the coming days. The announcement by Prime Minister Miro Kara comes as desperate migrants began arriving in Slovenia by bus from Croatia after Hungary shut its borders with Croatia to stem the numbers coming in en route to Western Europe. Earlier, EU leaders failed to agree on a plan backed by Hungary to send a force to prevent migrants reaching Greece. There's been a tragedy in Saudi Arabia where 5 people have been killed and 9 others wounded in an attack on a shared gathering hall in the east. The killings in Sayhat in Eastern Province yesterday night comes 2 days after the start of Shahura commemorations, a holiday occasion for the Shia Muslims. A group claiming links to Islamic State IS said that it carried out the attacks. The Interior Ministry said that the gunmen opened fire at random before the police intervened and shot the attacker dead. Other smaller attacks against the Shia community in the east of Saudi Arabia were also reported yesterday evening. And the main news again. Borno State government is set to close all internally displaced people's camps by the first quarter of next year. And floods sack communities in Edo State. Residents there call for urgent intervention by the government. And traders clash with developers over ownership of market space in Abuja, alleged disregard of court judgment on the property. And that's how it's been on News at 10 tonight. I want to thank you so much indeed for being a part of it. On behalf of everyone here, have a splendid night rest. Good night.